AITA for kicking my mom out after she was awful to my wife and daughter? I, 35M, have a wonderful wife, 23F. I'm well aware of our age gap. I attended university much later due to finances, but we sat together in class and she would help me study. Neither of us had the intention of perusing a relationship, but she invited me to her birthday party and things eventually evolved into a relationship, and we have a beautiful daughter, 10 months. My mom moved in with us about 6 months ago, around a year after our wedding. She lost her home due to some poor financial choices, and my wife suggested we turn our spare room into my mom's room. My mom had lived with us for free. My wife and I deal with all the groceries and such. About 2 weeks ago my mother-in-law gave us a blanket she had made with our daughter name on it. My mother-in-law hand-embroidered my daughter's name into it. It has so much love in it. This upset my mom as she doesn't get things for our daughter and she feels like my mother-in-law is trying to become the favorite grandma. My mom also makes no effort to be around or help with our daughter, while my mother-in-law comes over at least once a week to check on her girls and me, helps my wife with anything she needs, just all around tries to make life easier. My mom started making nasty comments to my wife about losing the baby weight. My wife was a larger woman before our daughter and is still the most attractive woman I know. She would tell my wife not to eat or to skip meals while she's breastfeeding, and her having nutrition is a pretty important part of our daughter having nutrition. We also do fruit/veggies, but my wife says our daughter will stop breastfeeding when she's ready. My mom began to call our daughter's name ugly, white trash. My wife is white, I'm black, and even tried to suggest we legally change her name. My daughter's name isn't a typical white name, so these comments are just to be nasty to my wife. I've had several long talks with my mom about being respectful to my wife, and I've made it clear I wouldn't tolerate it. She would still make sly remarks, but my wife didn't want to make a big deal out of it. 2 days ago she took a seam ripper and took our daughter's name off of the blanket. As I previously mentioned, it was hand-embroidered, and was very special. My wife discovered it, brought it to me, and asked if I had any idea what could have happened. I knew it was my mom, and while she was out I snooped through her things. Sure enough, I found the small bits of thread in her makeup bag. Immediately I began packing her things and taking them outside. I texted her and told her to bring a U-Haul as she would not be welcome back in my house or on my property after today. My siblings have been blowing up my phone telling me I overreacted for some silly blanket, but the blanket was the finally large straw for me. They think I'm an asshole, but none of them are jumping at the opportunity to let my mom live with them, so I don't know. AITA?